so today I was supposed to do a different video, but as you can probably tell, the lighting is absolutely crap, which is why my face makes me look like some sort of undead vampire creature. So today I'm going to talk about The Purge, which is a movie that I did not even see, so, you know, opinions aside on whether or not the movie was good, I don't give a shit. I heard it was bad. I heard it was exactly what I thought it was, which was just some stupid home invasion thriller movie, which I can't stand anymore because it's just been so overdone. Anyway, let's talk about the premise. The premise is that once a year, I think, if I remember correctly, this has been a while since I've seen anything about it, once a year or so, the government allows the citizens to disobey the law. There is no law for a 24-hour period. That's pretty much the premise. This is supposed to reduce crime for the rest of the year, as well as get rid of the trim the fat. Now, clearly our government wouldn't do this due to the fact that it is just so expensive to try to rebuild afterwards. Now, let's cast that bit aside. It's just an impossible premise to even get to with the society we have. Let's say that it's some alternate society that exists that can sustain such a law. Really, I'm more interested in how the people react to the law than whether or not it would even exist in the first place. Anyway, the people in this scenario are hiding out in their house. The antagonists of the story are essentially bandits. They're looters. They are people that are disobeying the law in an organized way. Now, in reality, I don't think this would even happen at all, because when I was talking to my mom about it just now, before I started filming, she said, I'm going to get a bunch of guns and lock down the house. If you come in, you're getting shot. And the reality of it is that most people would do that. There are very few people that wouldn't. The risk involved is just not something that people would do. They don't want to just run out and kill everybody. We are able to run on lawlessness just through the fact that we are social. We're very social creatures, and if evolution has taught us anything, it's that survival of the fittest does not mean the biggest badass of the species. That's not what that means. The competition aspect of evolution has very little to do with physical or even intellectual strength. It has more to do with sociability. People say that without a government, without the law, people would just pillage and rape and loot and murder and just destruction and chaos. I think this movie was really great in showing how ridiculous that argument is. The fact of the matter is, no one is out to get you any more than you're out to get them. They're just trying to make their way just like you are. And I know I've said that before, but that's just because it's true, and it's because I keep coming across that argument over and over and over again. The reality is, you're not the only good person in the world, and this movie is ridiculous for that, because it makes the claim that without the law, everyone freaks out. Which isn't the case. People are just going to do what they were doing anyway. I mean, look at the government shutdown. For the most part, things were fine. The only things that weren't fine were regulatory things like the FDA, and people didn't get their paychecks because they were working for the government that didn't exist at the time. Well, I guess it still existed, it just wasn't functional. Basically what I'm saying is that if the government did decide to do what they did in The Purge, nothing would happen. There would be no movie because people would just sit at home by the fire reading a fucking book or something. I don't know. Nothing would happen. People would just go about their daily lives. Why would people want to kill each other? There's no reason for that to happen. This is Captain Obvious signing off. Dylan, I will see you tomorrow.